Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Crusader Kings 3 Bosnia. And this is episode 6 for this series as we are loading on our way to the game. But let me tell you something, people. I've mentioned about the Bosnian series as being difficult, at least right off the bat, but after these past few episodes, it looks like it's been working out pretty well for us, as you can see. No, Bosnia is not independent. We are a vassal to the Kingdom of Croatia, as this is what Croatia looks like as a whole. Although, it would be great if they could get more Slavonia, but they'll never get Dalmatia as long as the Byzantine Empire still walks the earth. I don't know why I said still walks the earth like it's a fancy way of saying it. It's good that you have marriage, and then you could continue on the Domagojevich dynasty, which your level of splendor is, well, more than mine. And I even thought about the ways to get more progress to the level of splendor. I mean, see, I'm 44 years old. I'm done with the military conquest now that we've taken Zahumia. I've taken these areas. And I plan on pick up just one more perk in a year's time. And maybe, just maybe, if I live long enough, maybe I will write an epic. If I can get down to writing history and just be august. I'll just have more of the majesty focus. Unless you want to focus on the domain, because, well, we're under the limit a bit. But in this case of inheritance, I mean, for now, the heir to the Banate of Bosnia and Zahumia too. Damn it! You just want everything, do you, Tomasz? Son of Vladislav. Well, if your child is born of Laris Pax, I may consider not voting for you. And anyways, after we took Zahumia in a previous episode, my youngest brother, half-brother I should say, rebelled against me. I mean, you've been in prison for long, have you? Time in prison. Yes. Since we were fresh off from the rebellion, which we've defeated a man who once held Zahumia, as well as my half-brother who also rose up against me. Being, after all, he's not set to inherit everything. I mean, you could have been the one, but clearly, you've lost your balls. What else? So, if we were to expand somewhere else, or help Croatia a little by taking Zagreb, take the whole county of Zagreb, and it'll be to help Croatia more, but here's one problem. This High Chiefdom of Balaton, a Slovene, also known as Slovak, Catholic tribal, is stronger than ever. Yeah, he's been living that military lifestyle. He's a chivalrous man, despite the fact that he does not have a military background. Feast ruined by rival. Oh dear. He has a claim on Zagreb. Whereas I do not have a claim on Zagreb. You do not have a claim on Zagreb. But if I were to help you out with something, well then, guess we may have to go get that land. If anybody has any claimants. Who is not landed. and not married. Really? You're married to Sanka. If only I had to invite you, but if I try any of this romance stuff and bring her over here, you know, that's gonna cause problems. Yeah. I mean, if we'd let those bastards have Slavonia, then, well, the Croatian Melitonian wars would be difficult and they may just sweep over us. One thing I would love to see for them is to stop being tribal and become feudalized. Well, that ain't gonna happen anytime soon. This son of a fox, that's their family motto. But we're already committed to converting these areas to Christiani and Bosnian. But now, we're over the limit of the holdings, so we won't get more taxes nor levies. Not even she can help me with this. But anyways, let's get on with this piece of business. More power to him. I mean, we can defeat him, definitely. It's just, why would Bosnia have to expand into areas that is, you know, Serbian land? I mean, we can't go up against Bulgaria. For that area. Well, remember, the next time that Byzantium gets into a big civil war, and as long as Dalmatia isn't involved, get Zahumia. And Balaton may get Slavonia, and then they'll eventually go on a mad conquest against Croatia. Son Goislav, charismatic negotiator, temperate, forgiving, and deceitful. Rather contradictory between those two. Oh yeah, we're allied with Vukovar because of the betrothal. Because we needed a little bit of help in taking Zahumia. Don't expect to see a Kingdom of Pannonia to be formed soon. We're making a lot of money, still. And as you may well know, that our current fascination is city planning, so I can build more cities and temples here, which means more taxes in the future. And once we get done converting these two areas to Bosnian, and later Christiani, and I'll focus more on development of these lands. What are the Dalmatians doing? Venice against Spoil and Dalmatia. I forgot. Due to Christian syncretism, they can still make potential alliances with others. Of course, if I wanted Zahumia for myself, the easiest thing in the world would just be to, you know, join Byzantine Empire and get that county for ourselves. and thus you control all of the lands of a future Bosnian kingdom, but that will not do. It will take a lot more than that, and perhaps a few more centuries, probably 2 centuries. So let me go pick up one more perk and then switch to domain focus. You know, stewardship isn't really my thing, but follow the example of Branimir. You say more than intrigue, no? Switch to martial. Let's get even here. Since I have a martial background, I'll raise him. I'll educate him. Never back down. This is just to add more to the advantage. Now switch to domain focus. That's what we need. And maybe I'll be architect. I'm not gonna be the one to, you know, be writing epics. Speaking of which, of my sons, tell you what, you know what, it sounds early, but go for this. And I'm letting, Ninoslav teach him about diplomacy. Also, I think I would put my vote for him, because I would love to see a ruler in Bosnia to be more into diplomacy. To not only have easier relations with the Liege, but also, hey, faster, damn it, man, you lost your train of thought again. Faster leveling up on a diplomacy lifestyle experience. So if I was to give one away, it'll probably have to be the least developed area. You know how big I am on development. Get it up. Let's see, it's 10 here, 10 down there, 7, 8, 7, 6, 5, 6, 7, 6. Okay. I'll give away Verbas. Despite the fact that we helped build a barracks there long ago. But who wants to inherit? Who's going to inherit Verbas, which I'll give it to him early? Oh, it's you. I mean, after all, I am voting for you. But my vote may change over time. For now, you're the man of the job. And I would hate for him to, you know... Oh, he's more of a torturer type than a assassinating type. It's kind of bad that because Croatia would be distracted, thus giving the opportunity for Valaton to cause chaos. Also, it's time for you to get that stress down, so... Let's go hunting. Hunting in Sully. A sudden stillness falls over me. As I turn my saddle to see it, the White Hart. Before I have time to race, that cry disappears in the hills. Scour the area. Find that heart. Must be around here somewhere. find nothing. For how long? 5 years. Damn. Joining someone else's war. Better fabricate that claim to Zagreb and have it for ourselves. I do see the new heir there. 13 months. Alright, that's good speed. We better hurry up and nab Zagreb before anyone else does. Even though I would give it to her, but it's too bad you can't trade away titles to the liege. I would, if there was even an option. But no, it's just the way it is. And maybe for future reference, also put a claim on Zaglumia. He ain't gonna be happy, but this area is now Bosnian. One more time. Yeah, I'm gonna need somebody to govern that land. Goislav, I'm gonna give you a title right now. Yeah, it's yours, so I could just be living right then and there. Yeah, you take care of all this. I got no time to have this under control. Now you are at the mercy. Oh, and break that patrol. I'll find you a right spouse. Start with age. And no heretics. Well, they're not just heretics, they're dualists. They're not real Christians. No matter what they think of it. Preferably someone intelligent. Still ongoing. For future reference. Boy, what I would do to vassalize them. And I would give away Slavonia to be serving them instead of me. I don't want the Banate of Slavonia. It's not Bosnian land. We'll have full control of this area. Also, I should go on a feast. Totally forgot about that. Alright. Only my son Branimir and the mayor of Var ain't coming. Welcome, friends. Oh, not again with the wine, but it's time to crack open my secret stores. Then we'll have this under full control, now start investing in these southern territories. The peace is dwindling down. I find myself deep in conversation with my cowardly vassal Maris and he inquires about my opinion on home collections. A subject he's deeply interested in himself. Now you can call me a friend. One last time. But 9 years? What have they done to this land? Clearly it's been beaten up. Oh, his nephew Tomas. Sensitive to lemon. Get a weak hook on him. Alright. What do you think I need that hook for? I think I already modified his contract. No, I have not. Since you're going to be around here for a while, so I'm going to help you with something. Sanction the war declaration and trade it for high level competition. Because we need to keep Bosnia strong, and in addition to Croatia at the back of them. I mean, if you got a claim on somewhere, do it. But I still have the hook on him, which I could arrange it for other things. Like, how are your children? They any good? Well, they're too young to tell, but... Oh... You shouldn't have done that. This hook will expire in 10 years, so I'll come back. You see, you're 20 years old and you're a military man. Again, we encourage the Tezelovich dynasty to be bigger because we need more living members, so marry whoever is encouraged. It ain't much, but it'll do. Good on you. One more month, then we'll spring to get Zagreb. But I fear Balaton may have something to say about that. Bingo. Now, convert one more time. They don't call it Pagania for nothing. I will get the whole country, but I don't want to rule it. I don't know if we have any Croatians in the court, like we should just appoint one. And have a separate banate that unites both Zagreb and Vukovar. What? Oh, let's go. Now. Just take the damn barony. I'll take lead. I'm a siege master. I know what to do. Listen, you ain't gonna be around for long. So just give us the money. We'll take the whole damn place anyway. Benevento. Okay. That's related to over there. And no, this is not going to be the opportunity to attack them for Zahumia. No, no, no. That'd be too much trouble. Bearing in mind, it's a holy war for a county against these duelists. We could get a big breach, assault. Because we just want this over with. Do it. Can you pay your own ransom? Good. Get out, because I ain't got anything for you. See if we can capture this man. Because I would like to employ him. So this area is no longer independent. And now it's part of Croatia Kingdom. But I don't want to govern the land myself. The real question is, any Croatians around here? Oh, it's, well, the knights, of course. So if we were to give them the entirety of the Bane de Slavonia, unless that's up to you, even though Slavonia is rather separated between the two, so restoring that town seems unlikely, so somebody's just going to have to run Zagreb for themselves. I honestly wish there is a way just to give a title to your liege. But there is such thing as granting a vassal, but just hang on, alright? Think, think, think. Alright, which one of you Croats is going to govern Zagreb for us? How you feeling? Well, you get to govern Zagreb. And get yourself a wife while you're at it. And he's an overseer. That's what we know about him. As I said, we're just leaving you to your devices. So yeah, there is a way to give it to your liege. It's just basically, you know. As I said, I don't want Zagreb as my vassal, because it's not proper Bosnian territories. It should be Croatian. So therefore, honor now. So thank you very much. So it's only the counties of Knin, Zagreb, and Vukovar that serve under her directly. If they ever invade one part of Bosnia, we will try to stand up against them, even though they may overwhelm us. And I'm not talking about their allies. Huh. My brother Count Miroslav is dead. Now it's him that rules solely now. What happened? Gout-ridden, drunk. The combination of the two deteriorated his health. is at 100%, so it should be easier. No, not really easy to convert. You're qualified. Don't get any smart ideas. We appointed you there because you're the only Croatian and also no longer my knight. Gotcha. He could have all that money to buy himself some mercenaries. And if he's going to fight against Croatia, he's going to fight for Zagreb. It's the one I voted for. Figured it's about that time. Use that money to invite some more knights to add for the defense of Bosnia. In 5 years, we will finally reach the early medieval era. Anyways, once you're done converting, we're actually going to fabricate the claim for Zaglulia and just, well, have it there for a time and wait for the opportunity when Byzantine Empire gets into another big, ravenous civil war, which some aren't looking too highly than the others. Unless the Arabian Empire under the Abbasids declare a big holy war against Byzantium for whatever reason, then that would be the perfect opportunity. I have no interest in going to Italy. You'll do. Bright Girl seems to be having a difficult time at our latest feast. He sat underneath one of the tables and hid there from people for the entire meal. You shouldn't be shy. You should be impatient. Surprised you're still around. Then again, it's a mess down there. And the Kingdom of England is formed. Which Alfred did it. Yeah, I'm just looking all around the regions for once. What the? Not the same dynasty. Once again, Finnish pagans prevailing over the Satra. Well, bad news is Croatia is weakened. This would be an opportunity for them to strike. But since they have a lot of allies, He could join any war anytime. Unless he could pick on a weaker country like this one. Another knight named Radic. You've pulled it off. I know we're not neighbors of Bulgaria. We have no against them. No. Like if we were to expand somewhere, then it'll probably be up there. You little country took on big Bulgaria. There is a gods. Like perhaps expansion into Serbia sounds like a good idea in theory, but of course, you know Byzantium will eventually want everything. And I'm sure they'll be fighting Jor claim wars, which, well, actually the Greeks do not have that ability yet, but in 18 years they'll start doing that and they'll likely target us. So there's plenty of time for us. It's only if they get involved in the other conflicts. In fact, let's invite claimants, see if there's anybody interesting. Well, there's her for Belgrade, which, they achieved it. Where? It's not far from here, but it's separated. So, no. County of Dukla, definitely no. And also, you're blind. Genoa, too far. Plus, taking on Italy would be suicide, but Bulgaria is weak and will remain weak. So if we could just, well, except for this one county claimant that we can push, and just hold on to the objective unless we wish to take more areas. And therefore, well, there's your claim. And it's too separated from there. Anyways, so you have one there, so how much? 130. Okay. You got me, alright? We can push your claim, but it's going to be separated from us. So yeah, start looking into claims. I mean, the Duchy of Rashka does not exist anymore, but the other places there are. I mean, they're long gone now. And I cannot befriend them, because they're pagans. Duchy of Vidin, Bulgaria. I guess expanding into Serbian lands is a good idea. But they're introducing Bulgarian culture there. There's no Christiani Serbs. Unless you plan on converting these people. I mean, there are Serbs, it's just, what good would that do? But anyways, I think we can take advantage of a weakened Bulgaria by nabbing at least one more county away from him. And he's got no ally because his ally is actually from within Bulgaria, so that doesn't mean much. But the strength is similar, which in actuality, that means nothing. that means that... that we'll take on the Bulgarian. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. Just start the damn war. It's about to start from all the way over there. I guess overland expansion is a good idea, but if we want to get less attrition, we'll have to start working our way to there, bit by bit. Start from there, to Rashka, and then you reach this area, but it's got a hill fort. This could take time. And we are alone on this issue. I could call... you're from Bulgaria. Oh yeah, Sumadia. Sorry. There's a bunch of sinners and... oh, he's hired some mercenaries. That's all he's going to invest. We can easily defeat the mercenaries if we're lucky. Yeah, just get these two before reaching the objective. That's just to up the war score. It's entirely possible we could take this area without a fight. Whatever helps Croatia. And a little bit of Bosnia. That's for starters. We have your aunt. Would you like to pay? No? Okay. Count Zadislav's aunt. Let's see. This one less fortified, but this one's a bit more fortified. It's got a small hill fort. So it's gonna take time. Pristina. Present that. I realized that's in modern day Kosovo. How do you like that? I mean, I got enough money if I need more mercenaries, since he's got mercenaries, but it's too weak. Correct? Number of levies plus mercenaries. Yes. That's why I told my vassals to contribute by sending more levies to me. That's two. Now, after the objective. See, we don't take attrition losses just by going straight for the objective. You just have to slow it down. Go to work, bit by bit. Take it slow, take it easy. 6 months. We better break these walls down and hopefully good events will come across. The hostile army relates to Bulgarian vassal. And they're just growing stronger by the day. Well, he's gained obesity and he's a drunk, so hopefully their god will take him. Also, what was finished? Oh, good, the Christianity faith. In that case... yeah. No! Zaklumia, for future reference. In case there's going to be another huge war in Byzantine Empire. that they'll be distracted from. Yeah, we just can't stay content in Bosnia anymore. We have to expand to benefit both us Bosnians and the Croatian kingdom. When I get more levies, then some of the levies we go into Croatia. Alright, we've taken the objective. It's going to take a lot of time, but we need to win a battle. What's the Forocage Shumadir like? They've really invested in this place. Okay. Go get Shumadia. After we take that, we can retreat to friendly lines for a resupply. Actually, we just gathered some here. Yeah, keep being deceitful, even outside our tradition. My son, Branimir, is the first child, twins for that matter. Thought they would have both of those traits. Miroslav and Vojislava. That sounds like twin names. Or would that be Vojislav and Vojislava? If you're thinking of old Slavic names. Tell you what, after this war I'm increasing the size of the onagers again. And possibly the bowmen too. I mean, we're not losing that much money. I mean, not right now, it's just during the course of a war, especially if it's a prolonged war. And I think that we can handle ourselves. This area is now Bosnian, so what can we focus on? How are you feeling? Of course, your temper, you're going to be around for a while. What's the less developed there? We know here and there. Don't I personally hold Osira? Well, yes, I do, but Kraina is in a much more porous state. So let's increase development in Kraina. Just for a little bit. Before we switch it to Osira, then down there. Let's keep it even by having development all 10 on all counties. There they are. King Boris himself. He's got mercenaries in tow. Be careful, there's a river there. Oh, my ally. Sorry about that. Anyways, if we attack up straight on, we'll probably win. There's King Boris himself. But he's got more knights than I do. But we Bosnians have the better fighters. Including my old marshal. Which he's doing poor, but stay alive. We're gonna need you for this. So no, there'll be no river crossings between us here. Let's move out. Plus we have the advantage in defensive buildings. I'm a better army commander, I have more traits, more soldiers, and the hills are mine. Of course, it's going to take it to the mountains. We're still probably going to win, even though there's going to be a lot more penalties now. Alright, let's see it. We're taking slightly more casualties than they do, but we have the numbers. He's got armored footmen, we do not. We have pikemen, which is great at fighting in the mountains. More advantage than I do. But no, not this time. We captured the king. No, we cannot pay him. If we wish to continue this war, you get to be my vassal now. Some better relations like. Okay. Yeah, just get it right now. Got a weak hook on her. Now she is my direct vassal. But bearing in mind, it wouldn't do much good here. Well, actually, we may have to raise the taxes. Also, you don't have to be Christiani here. That's fine. For future reference. Now it's going to take a long time for them to recover. Despite having all 7 titles, but perhaps the control is not so good over there. I mean, what happened? Your control's all good, but where's your manpower? Oh, and you can leave. Sorry about earlier. Gee, you're a well-learned man. Oh, you're in the dungeon. Oh, let me get you out of here. I'm just gonna have to recruit you. I know you got no claims. You're insignificant, but there may be some use for you. Like if I, on purpose, go conquer Serbian territory from Bulgaria and have you as a vassal to represent the Serbs. Within Kingdom of Croatia, of course. Plus, we need connections to the... since it's rather separated now. Oh, and we're 2. Well, the Basilos ain't gonna like it. Now we just have to wait for the next opportunity to strike. So now we'll have this claim to here. Now we just have interests in Serbia now. It's not enough for her to, if she wants to, create a separate Kingdom of Serbia. And you may notice that he's wearing a wreath like the Greeks. That's because he has the August trait. It's part of the Flavor Community Pack. He's got a war horse. And yet we keep fearing the worst. Now they're vastly superior because he decided to ally with the Byzantine Empire. And it's a negotiated one. Was it you, or was it you? That's why. Okay. You got away with it this time. And plus that means attacking Byzantium would mean, well, attacking Zakumi, then we'd be dealing with Bulgaria too. So, yep, we cannot touch them anymore. We did what we could. Now going up against either of them would be suicide. So they got big backup now. And he even created his own cadet branch just now. So that means if you want to break up this alliance, this man needs to be get rid of. Well, the problem is, he rules an empire. I got the intrigue, but you're gonna need a lot more than that. And money. And speaking of money, let's invest in the lands now. Yes. Now, should it be temperate? Trade port, yes. I mean, we do have connection to the coast, so a small harbor should do. It's for more tax and faster development growth. It's coastal country, you know? Should be building all buildings that relates to wealth. This is where most of the money is going to be coming from. Inland is where most of the levies should be coming from. This is going to be our richest county. And in the future, probably most developed, unless I wish to make the capital as such. As we said, if you want to break up the alliance of Bulgaria, since it's a negotiated alliance due to defensive negotiations, then that would mean he needs to be rid of. And that makes peasant revolts seem less likely. Yeah, I'd say making good fortunes. Yeah, let's do that. Now don't spend any more. You may want to save it for, you know, the activities, which we could do both. Okay, now don't fabricate any more claims. Liberty War. It's vassal on vassal business. So let's just raise a little bit more money, then we'll go hunting and feasting. Don't go to no brothel. Not yet, at least. My vassal Countess Sylvia has a contract with me that is quite lenient, exempting from the many obligations that I would expect from one of my vassals. If I could get her access to increased obligations, it would greatly benefit her on the long. No, just stay fine. Keeps her current contract with my blessing. I already modified the contract. My beauty, Ban Kali, is playing absent-minded with my hair as she tells me about court alliances. Though I know little of such things, I find myself mesmerized by her passionate subject. Her beautiful eyes are positively glowing, and the deep insight behind her words is clear, even to a novice like me. I could listen to her forever. You know, she has been rather obese, but... How interesting. Can you explain one... Help? Yes, explain one more time? Guess I should have gone for the diplomat route, but... There's limitations, you know? But at least we're building buildings a bit faster, thanks to the, you know, these set of skills. Centralization. What's development growth like? Monthly? No growth. Or we're gonna get some growth. Naturally. Without the use of a steward. Oh no. It's those bastards again. Oh, there's a new ruler. Huh? I hope it did not come to this, but I'm left no other option. I must rescind your employment as Marshal of Croatia, effective immediately. It's okay, I'm no longer focused on martial matters. But what I would love for you is to make me a steward. I'd be a much better steward. And now in 931 AD, Bosnia has finally joined the early medieval era. This would be a must to have once we get city planning. Walt, lower your stress right now. Time to go hunt. Oh, I'm hunting all the way over there. In the lands that we know today as Kosovo. There's something majestic about the way the heart gazes across the landscape. From behind the bushes I raise my bow. I silently glance over my Marshal Radic to see him doing the same. Huh. He's my martial knight. I'll bring it down. I don't need to, you know, mess with his prestige. Or lack thereof. I'll bring it down, don't you worry. Illustrious. Much better fame than my father. I'll go to the feast in a moment. Yeah, they separated themselves. But the strength is too similar. But at least, oh no, that's 3 High Chieftains, so Balaton is separated. Look at it! What is that? Oh, yeah. Those mad duelist bastards are actually going for Rome and Croatia is assisting them? You are fighting against the Pope? Whereas to us, Christiani will just say, it's Catholic business, don't mind them. We don't need no religious head to tell us what to do. Yeah, it's impossible to have a religious head in this particular religion. If you wanted one, then just create the whole damn faith for yourself. But that's too much piety. Also, what is it again? You want me to be the marshal again. You've come to the realization that there is no one more qualified than me. Unless... we're about the same skilled, so I'm the more powerful vassal. Put me in. And also, she's joined this other war with her husband, King Magnus. Which is a badass name, by the way. Magnus. Yep, they're definitely far off from reuniting all of Francia now. They're on the defense. No, 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 no. Don't even think about the Clermont, because, you know, they're all going to be together. Just go on a feast. Let's go. Alright, who's here this time? My nephew and sons and Countess Sylvia. Lash is my friend. For now. Because, well, depending on how Brico goes, as well as Ostia, which I'd be willing to vote for, which he's been given just, deceitful, and calm, which, oh dear, contradictory. You still have your guardian? You better teach him well, Goislav. Because I might be switching my vote to him. And I have to convince the others. Thank you very much. Hi. Call the army. They're raiding. No need for you to go over there. I'll take charge. Takes a while to get the other troops from back a ways there. Kick them out. My chief can put him here. If we capture him, that's a lot of money for us. Brandimir's been murdered. My eldest son. Father of the twins. Oh my goodness. Who would do this? There's got to be someone in the court that did this. So we've got the loot. Especially when they raided Zagreb earlier. And stay out. I need to know who killed my son. So, is there a better spy master? Of course, Tomasz. Yes, you'll be the new spy master. You're my friend. You're gonna be very effective. Start looking for secrets. There's gotta be someone who murdered my son. You're gonna do a little bit of investigating here. We got some of that, you know. As I near Bankalis chambers, I hear a horrifying scream, and full of pain. I burst into the room and find only Kali collapsed, heaving the floor covered in blood. The loathsome physician standing in the corner of the room, anxiously wringing her hands. The Senior Novice, it's just, there was a... This will not happen again, you understand me? Learn to work better. Oh dear. If I lose you, then I'm likely to have to marry someone with good stewardship. There's gotta be someone in here that knows a murder secret. Someone killed my son, and he's probably here. He or she's probably here. I'm looking to save up my money to build farms and fields. As I said, Pagania is going to be the richest county. That's for us. Don't need to know that. What's the matter with you, son? Oh, he's all grown up and he thinks he should be on a council. That man's going to be trouble. And no, I don't think he's the one to murder. Children are too young to know murder. Well then. It's you and you only. And plus, this is the only county is plains, so... And it's coastal plains. Now, centralization, development, growth in realm capital. Which means, yes, there will be a monthly growth here. Despite the fact that we have pastoral isolation. Skill tactician. Bad diplomacy. But I would much prefer a ruler with good diplomacy and with good stewardship. If the combination is right, that is. As we said before, we encourage Fezilovich to... Vermin have invested several granaries in the county of Kraina, destroying the seed grain stored in them. If not to plant for next year's crops, the freight tenants living there come to me asking for aid. Given their dire situation, these farmers will ultimately be forced to accept whatever terms I offer them. Yes, more control. But, oh, they'll be fine. I have plenty of grain. They should become my serfs. We don't need to, do these two. They may not like having serfs. I don't need to know non-believer guests. Well, we know this was coming. Died from complications of failed treatment. Surprisingly, I didn't get stress for knowing that my lover has died. Well then. Haven't I seen your name before? No. Or you can marry a woman which are not going to have children, due to the age. But someone who's good all around. The real question is, what am I lacking? I mean, obviously, I need more stewardship. Your learning is fine, your diplomacy is good. Learning is, perhaps her instead. She's a famous fella, that helps. We may get a child out of it. I'll take the prestige hit. Nope, it's still going to be managed to maintain. Also, yes, we did up the development in Kraina. .1 monthly growth because of a small harbor that we've built. Maybe we can have more. Count Tomas has uncovered a secret held by my court physician. Nikolina is in fact a bastard child of Kuyava and Radovoy, who's long dead. How long has he been dead? 2 years ago. Oh yeah, he was my marshal. Unbelievable. No wonder why she was a fornicator. I mean, I knew she was a bastard, but I didn't know it belonged to him. Oh, by the way, since I know that secret, damn it, it's this screen. Illegitimate child. Strong hook on her. Oh, gimme it. Question is, what the hell am I gonna do with it? I probably know what to do with that. Let me see. I don't know about golden obligations if I wanted money off of her. It would sound nice. Don't even think about it. Oh, now what? Maybe just joined another one of her allies. You've got too many alliances, and it's gonna be trouble for you. You've become a wise woman and athletic, as of recently, so... Her humor is a balance. Oh, she's gonna live up to her 70s, possibly 80. Okay. There's hardly any secrets. We may never know the sun's killer. But do disrupt schemes, because there could be, you know, a possible murder plot against me. Looking at you. You could be a troublemaker, potentially. About to have full control. Well, I think the control will go up naturally, so we don't need to, you know, use the marshal for other tasks now. Instead, why don't we train commanders? We hardly ever use this because we almost never had time to do this sort of thing. And yes, I'm going to let them develop Kraina one more time before we switch it up to rebels. 9.3, thanks to high stewardship skill and the good development of the land and the buildings that I've invested in to make more money off of. It's what that episode's mainly focused on. And depending on the skill of Ostea, once he turns 16 next year, I may switch my vote for him because I need a diplomatic ruler for Bosnia. And a good spouse to help him with the stewardship to compensate. You got too many alliances. The Pope is doing well for himself. They're still together like thick as thieves. So we can't expand anywhere. Unless maybe we could take on Valaton, but that would be very risky. He's not a military man, but he could have an ally from there. He will not have one from within. And they'll be raiding each other, so that's fine. Just barely noticed that, thank you. Really? It does add up tax for walls and towers. Well, we need something for the defense. I mean, at least protect the coast. new recruit. He may not be as of noble stock as you, my liege, but I never swear that Tomas is someone you want on your side. Oh yes, he shall definitely serve me. The best knight we've ever had. And you know, since this is the holy site here in Vysoki, oh boy, we're gonna have a child. Anyways, if we want to, yes, but it would take many years to save up money to build us a grand cathedral. Ostia has come of age. How'd you do? Oh no, you're drunk. You just became a drunk as you turned 16. Basically, you were like, woohoo, I'm 16, I get to drink. I don't know about you. You may have the diplomacy skill. You've got the good diplomacy education, but I don't know about you. And I hope your drinking habits will not be the end of you, but regardless, I'm casting my vote for you. If anyone else is willing. So, what say you? They say yes. Unproven spokesman, trusted judgment ruler. Of course! You're my friend. Yes. Glad you see things my way. Yes? The vote is official. And yes. Osa, my son, it is. So, should we save up money for this grand cathedral? It is the only one of its kind. It would cause big development, growth, and +1. And the holder of this holding, which would be me, means more piety, more renown, and more control growth. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I think we may have to switch a focus here, but I don't know about this, because if I get out of the main focus and go for wealth instead, that's really going to knock down the stewardship. I mean, this is a woman that I've married, but she's arbitrary. So, and remember, we're not pagans anymore, so we don't do any raiding. So don't invest any more in Pagania, a coastal county which is going to be the richest of the Bosnian counties. Praise God, a daughter. Always love a daughter. Comely and intelligent. She's got the best of both. I highly doubt that I will live long enough to see her grow up all the way. Because if she were turned 16 and had a good education, then I would most definitely vote for her. Think. Stana. Pretty underrated name. You know what? Once you're done developing Kraina, forget about development. Just go collect taxes and adds more to the domain taxes and potentially you'll get extra taxes. So yeah, forget about it. You got 2 years to finish it. I'm all about the money now. Even if I do get stressed the heck out. So, this is where we are at this point. We can't expand because these two are together. I think building that cathedral, and we want more renown gain, so we can get up to insignificant. And we are sitting on a holy site where the Christianity faith first began, and I was about to say, the land is Christianity. I didn't make it that way. But, you became Croatian. Probably at the behest of your liege. Did she demand a conversion? Yes. Well, you didn't have the contract benefits. County of Knin, therefore Croatia. Hrvatska. Yeah, I keep forgetting about the hooks. I still hold a couple more. Damn, pregnant so soon. Calm down. Are you really that attracted to me? Even if I were to seduce you as my lover, she would most definitely go for it. Screw it! Hey, more children doesn't hurt. It ups the renown gain. The idea for this dynasty is to... Well, he was the traitor to the nation, so he deserved it. I remembered. I remember names. Okay? One can't grieve forever. Yes? Saving my money on a cathedral, which would be my greatest legacy. We're definitely going to start getting taxes up. So let's speed things up. Don't expect too many things to happen at this time. Not every gift has to be a grand statement. Well, smaller things can make a far greater impression, as long as they are chosen well. I wonder what Pan Penka would appreciate. Oh, she's a lusty type, so how about a flower display for the Garden of Visoki? She likes tending to things, or at least pretty well. I don't know. She's a treacherous antagonist. How about just the silver locket? Good. She likes that. I would love to switch to wealth focus to get more monetary gains, but that's gonna knock down on my, you know, I mean, there's no other things that would help me getting more stewardship unless I were to become an architect. Another daughter. Another intelligent one. It's a good thing I married someone like you. Andriana. Wow, quite a name. Well, treacherous antagonist, thinks, let's be entertained. Travels to Jerusalem. Again, she's not too much into religion and other things, so... More taxation. So now we make 10 a month. Now don't invest any more. Finish your development in Kraina, which will take about another year. Once you're done, then start collecting taxes. Unless we have a better steward around. Nope. You're the best one. But unfortunately, well, he's still going to be around for a while. Yeah, I wasn't sure about you, but I guess I love you. But since I'm rakish, I get to lose a little bit of stress. Yay. So I lay with her, and that means, well, at that kind of age, I may have impregnated her again. Oh, since I voted for you, and you're going to need a marriage, someone with high stewardship for you. Well, bingo. An intelligent one to go along with your handsomeness. Even though it's a big age difference, but I don't know about that. So. No, do go for it. You can remarry whatever you like in the future. See what I mean? they're uniting the realm. Here we go again. Don't know why, but I think about fabricating a claim for Požega and Zagorje to make Croatia strong again would help them. I mean, my liege has not declared any wars directly. Yeah, Croatia's at it again, and Byzantium has intervened on their behalf to East Francia. They do have contacts, you know. A guild of stonemasons has established itself in the county of Osara. Having dedicated craftsmen in my personal service could help the region flourish. Damn. I'm actually going to have to invest in this. I will strike the deal with the chief mason. After a lengthy audience, the chief mason will budge no further. For a lower price than this, it cannot be done. Although I don't want to spend any money, I'm saving that for the cathedral. Surely I could find cheaper masons somewhere else. Plus, Ustar is in full control. It doesn't need buildings right now. My mind is elsewhere. See what I mean? Besides the capital, Pagania is the richest county because of its connection to the coast and the fact that it has plains, which is found nowhere in Bosnia. Another daughter. Alright, but quick-minded. Nicolina. 3 living sons and now 3 daughters. I'm not feeling... Okay, hang on. We're going to switch to tax soon. Right on time. Switch. That's the best man you got? You could be a competent commander, but not a knight, so come on in. So now we have a chance to get some extra taxes. See, this is what happens when you have more land for yourself, build more buildings to get taxes, better development, and this is how much you'll be making. Back in the old pagan days, the payment we made was peanuts compared to, you know, back in the beginning of the series. What the? Oh boy. Canine has expanded and created the Banate of Romania. Well, be careful, because Italy will probably want that back. Not to mention that... Oh boy, she's got plenty of children. She's got plenty of children to keep that dynasty alive. And knowing the fact that they will expand into Istria. And that area that he lives in too, all that. Croatia will be getting stronger. I'm glad to be serving under them. While, thanks to the contract that I've set by our ancestors, that they are not to bother us. And we provide them with levies in return. We just want to practice our own Christian faith, and you Catholics are to be left alone. Ah, right. as you said, we encourage the growth of the dynasty. So, figuring you're a martial man, you're lacking in diplomacy and learning. Gee, look at her. Like a real Greek. That's unfortunate. Well, actually, since you're not going to be elected and you don't stand to inherit anything, well, at least marry somebody with a good inheritable trait for your children to pass it on to. Oh, actually, Tevich, is that? Yes, cadet branch of the Teslovich. She's from around here. Isn't that a, yeah, totally not related. But again, we're looking for inheritable traits that would be good for his children to have in the future. And may never know they'll get elect. Bingo, we got a winner. Even though she's a Navarre. But, oh, actually, half Serbian, half Avar. Oh, you get the idea. We'll end this episode soon. Do you think we have time to have one more child before she turns 45? Converted from Vlach to Bulgarian. Oh yes, you're the new vassal. Which, well, you're about the same skill as the Count. Okay, we'll end this episode where we pick up one more perk. Because on the next episode, we are definitely building this grand cathedral. If I want to leave behind a legacy, which now I'm feeling poor, and look at her. Scholar too. Man, everybody wants to be a Greek these days. I mean, I feel like I'm a Greek ruler, am I right? Why don't I get my own reef, I mean, after all, she's the queen. There are a few things I enjoyed more than Mayor Edson's company. His company on my walk through the countryside truly eased my troubled mind, even though I was the one who had to take the initiative for this activity. After this short break, I felt more at ease than I had in a long time. I'm lucky to have a friend like him, which helps him get rid of my stress. So now there's the Banate that created. Good. If only we could have more of Serbia. If it weren't for the alliance between the Bulgarians and whatnot. Well, do anything to get money. Well, anyways, ladies and gentlemen, we will end the episode on that note, because on the next episode, assumingly that Ninoslav will be alive by then, where he will begin construction of this grand cathedral in Visoki, in the place where Christianity was founded here. And we want to leave behind a legacy. It'll take us years, but we need money, and a lot of money. So we'll do what we can for the next episode. But until then, so long for now.